Hey everybody, Val Topple here with another guitar lesson, and today I want to teach you a couple of tips that I recommend if you're a beginner guitar student. So if you're a beginner, this is for you. This is not going to be hard, but it is going to take effort. So the first tip that I want to give you is simple, and it's this: if you want to play fast in guitar, you need to play slow. If you want to play fast in guitar, you need to play slow, okay? So I think it's so important, when you start guitar, number one, to stop comparing yourself to other guitarists and just stay in your lane and go at your own pace. So that's the very first tip I want to give you. Number two, I want to encourage you to do what's called a clarity check. Okay? So take, for example, the G, right? So when I just started playing guitar, which was like 16 and a half years ago, I think, my chords used to sound like this, right? They didn't sound clear. And it was hard for me to build my calluses. And it is going to take you time to build your calluses. I want to tell you that, because that's probably the hardest thing in the beginning. And then I had a really bad guitar in the beginning, so my fingers would even bleed, and it was just all bad. So what is a clarity check? Okay, well, when you dissect your notes in the key in G, you have a G, B, D, and a G here. So what you want to do is you want to separate those notes completely. So you're going to go. Now you might sound like this. Keep pressing. And notice I'm not pressing down. I'm I'm pressing on the string. Big difference, because if you press down, you'll get this. Okay, we're not trying to hammer on or pull off. So check this out. So isolate your notes. So say you have a G chord, right? We're going to go. And then open. There we go. So now we have, it's a clear chord. It sounds much more clear, right? So you do that with every chord. You have to do this clarity check. If it's still not sounding good, keep pressing. So now you have, and now it sounds clear. Now, like I said, in the beginning, you might sound like this. That's totally normal. Okay, give yourself some grace. Give yourself some grace, okay? Number two, if you're a beginner, I would strongly encourage you to learn your notes on the neck. And the way I did it was I did one string a day. So there's 6 strings, right? So I would start, for example, Sunday, I'd learn the low E. So I'd say E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B. Okay, that's important, because once we start playing more advanced chords up here, or say I'm playing here, there's some notes in there that I need to know. So know your notes on the neck, okay? And start with one string a day. So E, F, F sharp, G, and just keep going up the neck, okay? If you start with the low E and you get to where the 2 dots are, I don't know if you can see that. If you end on an E there, that means you did it right, okay? If you start with the E and you end with like a F sharp or something, then you gotta start all over, okay? So know your notes on the neck. And one practical way of doing that is just test yourself. Like, go 7th fret of the low E. What note is that? So that's a B, right? So I'm learning the notes on my neck. Super, super important. Number 3, here's the third tip. Use a basic strumming pattern when you're learning chords. Okay, don't try to... Right, don't try to focus on speed. The strumming pattern that I'm going to give you right now is just 8th notes. Okay, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then you're going to go to the C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now here's a tip that has served me super well. Even if you're slow at switching from this left hand, keep this hand going. So I'm going 5, doesn't stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now say I'm slower at switching, I'm gonna go to E minor. Watch. Notice how my hand's not stopping. I'm still going. Okay. So let's take a progression. We're gonna go G, E minor, C to D, using eighth notes. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, here's another key. Release the tension from your wrist. So the moment you start feeling like you're super tense, relax that wrist. Even if your pick falls out, that's okay. But we're trying to release the tension from our wrist, because say I'm playing something like this. All I'm doing there is, that's it. But if my wrist was tense, I'd sound like this. Right? Think of it this way. You're not diving in the strings, you're riding the wave. Okay? Very light. Now, that's all in the wrist. People think a lot of your action is only in the left hand. No, it's both, okay? So you can be tense here. So that's a tip I want to give you. If you find yourself being super tense, just stop playing, just relax, okay? And then pick it up again, okay? The other strumming pattern that I want to give you that I use a lot in worship, and this for beginners, just go down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down. And I would encourage you to say it, okay? Because you're going to internalize it more. Okay? Tip number 5, I think we're on 5 already. When you practice switching chords, stay low. So don't do this. For example, if I go G to D, I'm not going to go G and then boom. Okay? I'm not lifting my fingers high. Okay? I'm just staying low. Okay? And I did this all the time when I used to live with my parents, where when everybody was sleeping, I just pick up a guitar and I just practice switching. I didn't play. And I'd say G, D, A minor 7, C. And practice those switching. And the moment you find yourself lifting too high, okay, start again. You got to stay low. Stay low, okay? Stay low, okay? And also remember clarity. So when you're switching, test them out. There we go. Okay, see, it's clear. Once you start losing clarity, keep pressing. And that's how you build your calluses. And then once you start building calluses, man, it sounds sick. It's clear. Okay? And guys, the other tip that I just want to give you is develop a consistent practice schedule. Okay? Put it on your calendar. Practice at least 45 minutes a day. You know, that's what I tell my students, 45 minutes a day minimum, okay? And practice, it's not just playing things that you're good at, it's playing things that you really suck at too. So leave room for playing stuff that you love, but make sure that you're a well-rounded guitarist who knows the scales, chord shapes, finger picking. And before you know it, man, you're gonna get really good. So those are some of my tips, guys. If you have any questions, drop a comment below, and I got more videos coming your way. God bless.